First thing I'm going to be using is BB cream, and I'm just going to put a few blobs just along the centre of my face. I'm not going to put any near my forehead because I don't need it there. I just want it to cover up the areas that need a little bit of help. So I'm just going to go over the nose, the cheeks, underneath the eyes, around the mouth and the chin, and then blend that out with my fingers. But if you prefer, you can use a brush instead. Next, with a dusty violet colour, I'm going to be using this as a primer and also an eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and I'm going to bring the colour up a lot in the inner corner of the eye and get it to reach all the way to the eyebrow before taking a brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using my 120 palette for this, and we're just going to do a really thick line on the outer corner of the eye before doing a kind of triangle shape. So see, it connects on the side of the eye and then blend it into the crease, and it just has to be rough at this stage. And then I'm going to fill in my brows, mainly at the arc of my brows because they're meant to look quite harsh this time. I'm not going for anything too soft for this look. Before taking a white eyeshadow, and I'm going to highlight just under the brow bone and then do a C shape around the eye. Now with a brown eyeshadow, we're going to do a triangle which is going to point down from the lower lid. So where it's going to be the most intense is right underneath the eye, and then it's going to slowly blend out. At first it's just going to make you look really tired, but later on it is going to look a lot better once we add the scales. I'm going to be using an eyeliner pencil to draw it out, and then afterwards, once I've drawn out the shapes that I want, I'm going to take some eyelash glue. You could also use latex, but I prefer to use eyelash glue because I found it's a little bit more delicate for around the eyes, and eyelash glue just is a bit better suited, but you could use latex if you've got the materials to take it off gently without pulling on the skin around your eyes. But for the moment, I'm just going to be using lash glue. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to take a C-shaped brush, and first I'm just going to do a line right underneath the cheekbones, pointing down towards my chin before blending that out. And this should hopefully make my face look a little bit slimmer and a little bit more harsh like I want it to look for this look. Before taking a gold loose shadow, and I'm just going to put this along the very centre of my lid before blending it out. For the eyeliner, I'm going to take a black eyeshadow, and the easiest way to do this is to look straight down into a mirror and then draw a line which follows the lash line, going straight out, and then connect that line to the lower lid. Line all the way into the inner corner. Then I'm going to apply some false lashes. Now if the false lashes are new, try and bend them a little bit before you apply them, otherwise they can be a little bit too stiff and it makes them lift a little bit more in the inner corner or the outer corner. So if you just bend them a little bit before applying them. And then I'm going to take the black eyeshadow and apply it a lot more heavily, especially on the lower outer corner of the eye, before moving on to the lips. The easiest way to get a sharp cupid's bow is to do a little X right at the top of your lips, and then from the outer corner of your mouth aim straight up towards the edges, and then just fill in the rest of your lips. Once I've lined everything, I'm going to go over it with a black lip tar. Along the outside of the lips, I'm going to take a cream coloured eyeliner pen. I'm just going to outline the lips and then also cover up any little spots which I haven't covered up previously. And I'm only going to cover up all the remaining spots at the very last thing. It is the last thing on my mind at the moment. For the moment we need to focus on the rhinestones and filling in the scales. To fill in the scales, I'm going to take a black cream liner and fill them in, and then add a few rhinestones in between the scales. And then to finish off, I'm going to take the same gold loose eyeshadow, mix it with a bit of water, and then apply it on the very edges before finishing off with concealer over any spots that I might have missed previously. And that's it, you're done!